Hello, this is the Behind the Books. I'm Aaron, and we are here in the International Book Festival of Budapest, and we are having a short conversation with Chris Carter.
Oh, hi.
Your latest book, Hunting Evil, has just been published in Hungarian translation. It's a prequel to your previous novel, An Evil Mind. Why is it important to know the previous novel before starting the read?
It's not very important to know, but the criminal that I use in An Evil Mind comes back, and that's the reason why I created the second novel. So it's not necessary, but it's better because then you understand the criminal better if you read the first one. But a lot of people have read the second one first and then liked it and then went back to the first one. But if you read it in sequence, then you just know the criminal better and what he did. So it's not necessary, but it's just better.
And the two protagonists, Robert Hunter and Lucian Folter, were both talented psychology students at Stanford University. How does one of them become a serial killer and the other one to head of the Los Angeles Police Department? What is this big difference in the lives of two people?
Okay, that's the thing that you need to read the book to understand. So I explained that in the book. But again, it's just like you don't know. But the reason why Lucian Folter becomes a killer is explained on the first book. And I can't reveal it because it really is an important part of the book. But when you read it, you understand it. It's something that I used from when I was in university. Somebody mentioned that in class, and I was like, wow, that's actually very interesting. And I used that in the book. So I'm not going to reveal it, but read it and you see.
At one point in the novel, you write that in a life-threatening situation, most people, except for those special trained for such situations, completely lose their logical thinking, and it is replaced by some electrical impulses. What does special training mean? How can you prepare yourself for such a situation?
Well, it depends. I mean, obviously, the FBI and the CIA they train agents. You know, you get trained in crisis. And how to act in crisis. Like you've seen, like if you ever spoke to psychologists are usually very, very calm, and they analyze both sides, so they don't just completely explode and do something. And once you see, as like for example, if you go to an autopsy, most people would like get gross off to see people, but if you get a doctor that's been working autopsy for many years, they can eat a sandwich and cut somebody open. So the more you do it, the more you're used to it. So the more the detectives deal with crime and everything, the more you're used to it, which is not a good thing, but they get used to it. So they don't react the same as normal people. You know, they have a special training for it. It's like doctors don't react the same when they see blood like a normal person does. Detectives don't react the same when they see crime as a normal person does. So pretty much that's what I meant. It's like the more you train on something, the better you get.
And in your books, do you wish to bring excitement to people's lives, or do you think that by reading your books, people might avoid being victims of such horrible crimes or commit them?
I get asked that a lot. I mean, my books are just entertainment. I just write it because seriously, I don't want to pass on a message. I don't want to change anybody. It's just a story for you to read when you're going to work, to kill the time. That's how I see my books. But I get a lot of messages from people that say, your books inspire me to become a criminal psychologist and or to study psychology. It's not my intention. It's like, if it happens, it's fantastic, but it's not my intention. I just write a story. My stories are entertainment. That's every time I write, that's what I want to do.
And you said in one of your interviews about your career as a criminal psychologist, the subject was fascinating to you, and you would have the chance to work in a field that was still unexplored.
Yeah.
Many people dream of becoming a criminal psychologist, and it is not easy to get there. What made you leave your profession behind and start a career as a narrator?
Well, the truth, I was young and I realized that I can get more girls if I was a guitarist in a rock band than if I was a criminal psychologist. So I decided I'm going to be a guitarist in a rock band. Yeah, well, that it counts on as well, but it's a difficult profession, right? It's very mentally intense. Every day is a bad day because every day you're dealing with evil, pain, sadness, death, every single day. Even on the day that you help the police to apprehend a criminal, it's still a bad day because that criminal already killed 2, 3, 4 people. So you every single day of your life you're dealing with something that's very bad. It's like Nietzsche said: if you look into the abyss for long enough, the abyss looks at you. So it was getting to a point. I was having nightmares like crazy. I was seeing a lot of crime. I was started to ask myself, like, how long can I do this before I go crazy? Because it is bad. Every day is so depressive. So I was already thinking about, okay, maybe I should take a break or something. And then I was like, you know what? I am young. I'm going to try music. So I decided to go play. But yeah, I was already wondering. It's a tough profession. It's good, very interesting, but it's very tough.
And you talk about your musician career,
Yeah.
but is it possible that you return to the stage as a rock musician?
Is it possible that what?
To return the stage, because now you are done.
I'm too old now. Are you kidding me? I'm old. No, I miss the stage. I miss playing. But no, it's like I love writing. That's the funny thing. I never knew I liked writing this much, and then when I started doing it, I was like, I love this. So my life is very boring, but my life is very interesting inside my head. So I love writing. I really do love writing. So I miss being on stage, but I don't miss the business side of the music industry. Is very, very bad. So no, I'm not going to be a musician again anymore. I'm done. I'm done.
Thank you for the conversation.
Thank you for having me here. Hey, thank you.
Hello.